Hi everyone, I'm Arnel, and today we're gonna look at some special grammar. You can see I have two sets of examples here. What's the difference between I have a sister, I have got a sister, and I got a sister? What's the difference between I have to leave, I have got to leave, I got to leave? Let's start with a general overview. You can see my chart here. Does it look confusing? Don't worry, we're going to look at everything step by step. I have two rows. You can see plus noun and plus verb. I have plus noun. I have got plus noun. I got plus noun. Sister is my noun. I have to leave. I have got to leave. I got to leave. Leave is my verb. There is a big difference between these two rows. They are not the same. I also have three columns: neutral, informal, and informal. Neutral means you can use this form in formal and informal situations. Informal, second column, this form is normally used in spoken English, and it's correct. The third column is also used in spoken English, but it's not correct. Why am I teaching you bad grammar? Because this third form is used by many native English speakers. So it's good for you to know, but I don't suggest you use it. Excuse me, is this American English or British English? That's a really good question. Can you wait 2 minutes? I will explain this. Fine. And in case you're wondering, I'm American. Let's start with the first row plus noun. Mini reminder. You need to choose have or has depending on your subject. So if your subject is he, she, or it, you need has. In this lesson, I mainly use have. First, all three of these sentences refer to the present. You might be thinking, what? Got. Got is a past simple verb. That's true, but today's grammar is an exception. All of these refer to the present. 2. All of these sentences refer to possession. What is possession? A possession is something you have. It is yours. This car is her possession. This watch is her possession. This shirt is her possession. With this grammar, a possession isn't only an object. It can be a family member, like my sister, or it can be a characteristic. You have a beautiful smile. You have got a beautiful smile. You got a beautiful smile. Let's make the second one a little bit more natural and contract. You've got a beautiful smile. A possession can also be an illness. Both of my grandparents have diabetes. They've got diabetes. They got diabetes. So, American English or British English? Have is always the preferred standard verb. Have got is more commonly used by speakers of British English. It's not something many Americans would say. But take a look at this little clip here. Okay, this is an American movie, but the song is I've Got the Power. It's clear to everyone. It means I have the power. Blah. I got, you got, he got, she got. This form is more commonly used by speakers of American English. You got 3 days to get me my money. Don't you mean have 3 days? Take a look at another clip.
I got rhythm. I got music.
I got music. I got rhythm. I have. Maybe you've seen gotta. Gotta is that lazy spoken form, short for got a. Again, here's another song. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. I have a feeling. I got a feeling Daniel doesn't like me very much. This grammar remains the same in negatives and questions. Positive. I have a good boss. What's present simple negative? I don't have a good boss. Do you have a good boss? I haven't got a good boss. Have you got a good boss? I don't got a good boss. Do you got a good boss? Okay, so far I've only spoken about the present. What about the past? What about the future? If you want to speak about the past or future possession, you need to conjugate. You need to change have and only have. I have roses in my garden. Past, I had roses in my garden. Future, I will have roses in my garden. I'm going to have roses in my garden. You cannot do this with have got or got. I had gotten roses in my garden. That doesn't work. You can see, even when I was writing my script, the editor suggested had. Phew! Let's move on to the second row, plus verb. These sentences here mean must or need to. They have nothing to do with present possession. If you say, I have to leave, I've got to leave, I got to leave, it means you must, you need to leave. Maybe you're late for a bus. Instead of saying, I got to leave, some people are going to use gotta. So yes, gotta can mean got a, like I got a bad headache, or gotta can mean got to, like I gotta speak to you later. You have to pay your tuition before the end of the month. Tuition is the money you pay for your university education. You pay your tuition every year. You've got to pay your tuition before the end of the month. You gotta pay your tuition before the end of the month. Again, same thing in negatives and questions. Positive. You have to wear a helmet. You don't have to wear a helmet. Do you have to wear a helmet? You've got to wear a helmet. You haven't got to wear a helmet. Have you got to wear a helmet? You got to wear a helmet. You don't got to wear a helmet. Do you got to wear a helmet? Past or future, again, you can only change have to. Past, I had to pick up a prescription from the pharmacy. Future, I will have to pick up a prescription from the pharmacy. Let me know in the comments, what's something you have to do later? I have to clean my kitchen. It's a disaster. One last thing. Common confusion. Look at my two sentences here. Your speaking has gotten better. Your speaking has got better. Sentence number 1 is the present perfect tense. Today's lesson is not the present perfect. Sentence number 1 has nothing to do with present possession. Why do I have two forms? Usually in American English, it's get, got, gotten. Gotten is that past participle. In British English, get, got, got. Sentence number 2. I got a new watch for my birthday. Here, got is the past of get. I got a new watch for my birthday. I received a new watch for my birthday. So whenever you see have, got, always look at the context, look at the situation, look at the conversation. I think that's everything. Can you give me a comment below? And what's something you have to do later? Thank you very much for watching this lesson. I can't wait to see you soon. Bye!